Hi, welcome to the Great Margarita Hunt. I'm Jenny, and I'm on the hunt for the very best margarita in the whole world, and I'm inviting you to come with me. And we have been trying all kinds of different recipes here, but also we go out to restaurants and bars, wherever they make a good margarita, and we rate them, and we're putting it on a map to share with you. And so if you know where you can find a great margarita, whether it's one that you're making or someone else is making, please comment below and let us know so we can make that margarita with you. We might invite you on here, and we also could show up at the restaurant with the margarita that you recommend. So we are going to have blueberries today. Now blueberries are a kind of a summer fruit, but they also run into fall here, and I thought blueberries, we've tried some we had a blueberry with the July 4th when we did red, white, and blue, but we're going to try something different today. We're going to have let me show you over here at the side the ingredients we're going to use. We're going to use blueberries with jalapenos and have a blueberry jalapeno margarita, and we're going to use blueberries with fresh mint and some reposado, and we're going to also use this Don Roberto Blanco here, and we're going to use this Casa Reposado. So this is going to be interesting. I haven't tried these before. Usually, well, so far I think all of the margaritas we've tried here with you when we've provided the recipe, we're actually trying it as we put it together. So speaking of recipes, let me show you the blueberry mint margarita we're going to do first. So for the blueberry mint, we're going to use 2 ounces of Blanco Tequila, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, fresh squeezed only, 1/2 ounce of Cointreau as our orange liqueur, 1/2 ounce of Agave, 1/4 cup of fresh blueberries muddled, and 1 sprig of fresh mint, also muddled, topped with Topochico to give it that fresh bubbly. So let me go ahead and get this out for us. So I'm adding in, I went ahead and put 1/4 cup, and I have some nice blueberries here. These are nice, fresh, juicy blueberries. And I'm going to take this mint over here. We put in the recipe to put 1 sprig. And so I'm saying a sprig is about, this is going to end up being on this one, and this is a little organic plant that I purchased, and then what I usually do after I buy it, I plant it. And so I'm going to slap those. I learned to do that recently, slap the leaves before I put them in. Okay, and then we're going to add the 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. There we go. And this is our orange liqueur, one of our favorites. I like using Cointreau too, especially when I'm using a Blanco. And so here we're going to use 1/2 ounce of Agave, and I'm using Agave nectar. Let me get that. Oops, 1/2 ounce. There we go. And I already put in the 1/4 cup of blueberries. I already put in the mint. So now I'm going to muddle that now that I have my tequila in there. Before you squish, you need to put the tequila on top, right, to make it happy. So let me, okay. All right. I know these blueberries are enjoying the Cointreau. And the mint, I can smell the mint in there, so this is nice. Okay, so we need to add our lime juice and our Blanco Tequila, which we're using that Don Roberto, right? Okay, so let me use, here we go, we have this Don Roberto, and we're going to use 2 ounces of this. If it is willing to open up, oh my goodness, there we go. So we're gonna go for 2 ounces. Whoa, splashing back. And this Don Roberto has no additives, so we always like pointing that out. Couldn't find the lid there for a moment, the topper there. Okay, 2 ounces, and we need to add our lime juice. And our lime juice is going to be, let me see, 1 ounce. So let me get 1 ounce of our fresh squeezed lime juice. I tell you what, those of you growing limes should really like us. We are supporting the industry. We're making lots of lime juice. Okay, so I need to put some ice in here, and then we'll shake it up. See what happened to there it is, my little scooper. And then we'll shake it up, and I'm gonna put it, I think I'm gonna use salt. This one, oh, my ice has been in here for a minute, so it's now trying to stick together. Here we go. A little more. Good. Then think I'm going to use this one. So let me put this over here. I'm going to shake this up. Got the fresh mint. Now, this is the first time I think I've ever used fresh mint myself in with any kind of margarita, I think. So this came recommended to me. We're going to see how this works. Now I'm going to, you know what? I forgot to get a lime going here. Let me cut a little bit of lime so I can get, put a little something on my rim here. I was thinking I would put a little bit of lime zest in my salt. Oops. There we go. So we're going to make this like this. And then I'm going to take, I have a zester right here. And I am just going to put a little bit of this in my salt. Oh, it's trying to run from me. I guess I would too if I was being zest. All right. And then let me just get some of that on there. There we go. And then I'm going to mix that up just a little bit. So I get a little of that. I like it, the fragrance too. When you put that on the rim and then you have the salt on there, of course, for the taste, a little bit of the lime, and that's perfect. That's just right. Okay, so I already have a little strainer in here. So, oh, I wanted to put ice in here. You know what? I just remembered that. All right, so let me put some ice. I really should have, well, I guess, there we go. I have my little ice in there. And now we get to pour this over. Oh, and I see it looks, I can see the blueberry color. It's a little violet on there. Let me try to show this to you. This glass may be just a little too big for this. Let me see. Yeah, oh, no, there's a little more in there. Holding out on me. Okay, now I'm going to show you the side view just so you can see this in here. I ended up with a little bit of mint. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw, I've already washed these, I'm just going to throw a couple of blueberries in here because I like looking at them. And I think, for me, that looks better. I like having the blueberries in there. Okay, so we're going to put that blueberry mint margarita to the side to wait for us. And I'm going to pull out another glass. And now we're going to have the blueberry jalapeno margarita. And for this one, we did something we've done in the past in some of our earlier videos. I believe we did this with one of the cucumber ones. And that's where you take the ingredients. I'm going to show you now the recipe. For the blueberry jalapeno, we're using a 1/4 cup of fresh blueberries, 3 slices of jalapeno, 1½ ounces of fresh lime juice, 4 ounces of reposado, and today we're using the Casa, and 1½ ounces of blueberry simple syrup. Okay, so what we did was I went ahead and put the Reposado Tequila, the 1/4 cup of blueberries, the 3 slices of jalapeno, and the 1½ ounces of fresh lime juice and put it in the refrigerator. Sat in there for a good hour or so. You could have done it for a shorter period of time, maybe 20 or 30 minutes if you were worried about the, our dog is our is our mascot, and he is, I guess he's ready to do something else right now. Anyway, so let me tell you about these blueberry jalapeno margaritas. So we put all of that in here and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for a while. And depending on how hot it is how long you might leave it in there. And then I'm now coming back. I've already got my lime juice. I've already got my tequila in here, but I need to add my simple syrup. And I made the simple syrup. I used a cup of blueberries with a cup of water with a cup of sugar, and I let them burst, and I let them, I put them on, boiled them, then let them burst, and then let them simmer. Now, in my case, to be honest with you, I let it sit there too long, and it became pancake blueberry syrup instead of blueberry simple syrup. And so what I needed to do was add a little bit of hot water to thin it up a little bit again so I could use this. But I really wanted to use these this blueberry simple syrup to really get that flavor in here. So I think this is going to work well, and especially hold up to those jalapenos that have been sitting in there. So for this, we're using 1½ ounces, and so that's quite a bit, 1½ ounces. But we're going to use 1½ ounces. Ooh, look at that, of this blueberry simple syrup, and I probably will still have the pancakes as well. Okay, so we have 1½ ounces. I've got the reposado, the lime juice, the jalapeno. So all I need to do is add some ice to this, and I like doing this before you're having people over because you really had it almost all mixed up. And all you have to do now, and you could do a bigger batch of it, of course, all you have to do now is shake them up. And so you would just let all of this, you could triple the recipe or quadruple the recipe, depending on what you're going to do. and then get it ready, and then you can make your individual drinks so they're not watered down when your friends arrive. Okay, now where did I put the top to this? I don't know. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, now this is one of those that I was like, is this gonna fall apart on me? But let's go. All right, and I'm gonna put this one over ice as well. Because I'm not gonna put anything on the rim for this one. I just wanna taste it like it is. See? Blueberry jalapeno. Oh, you know I have a trouble with this one sometimes. All right, let's see if it's gonna fight with me. It's fighting. There it is. All righty. So let me get a strainer. That seems to work better for me than trying to do it with the other way. Oh, ice. Let me get some ice. I always forget to put the ice in. Maybe that's a good reason to put the ice in first, do you think? Okay, so let me, alrighty. And this is my blueberry margarita glass. Like the theme going here. All right, so let me pour this over. Oh my goodness, that is really pretty. Really pretty. And this looks yummy. I'm not gonna put any extra blueberries in that one, but I did think, you know what I would do with this one? The blueberry mint, I would take a sprig of mint and I would put that one on the side because I think that works well together. So this is our blueberry jalapeno margarita. This is our blueberry mint margarita, and we're going to try it. Well, we're gonna try it, meaning I'm gonna try it for you, and then maybe you'll make this one and let me know. Okay, ready? Oh, I can smell that mint because I put that sprig there and I like that. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. I was going to put Topochico on the top. But you know what? I like it just like this. This is good. Let me do that Topochico right on top. That is really good. And I mean, I had that jalapeno sitting in there. Now, I did take the seeds out of those 3 slices, and I do like Topochico. I'm going to just top it off there. That's nice. Let me stir it just a little bit. I like having the fresh blueberries floating in there. Reminds me I'm having a blueberry margarita. Now I like that even better. I really like this, especially if it's still warm. It's still warm here. It's still in the 90s for us, so maybe once fall hits, I wouldn't put the Topochico on top. But for right now, for a refreshing beverage, for a refreshing margarita, put that Topochico on top. This is lovely. And with the mint and the blueberry, oh my goodness, I want to keep drinking that. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna rate that. But you really don't need the salt, but I like having the lime in it. So let's try our blueberry jalapeno margarita. This is the one that the blueberries and the jalapeno sat in the Reposado Tequila, and we used the Casa and sat in the refrigerator for a while with the orange liqueur and the lime juice. Oh my goodness. So I can taste the jalapeno in this right away. Now for me, I let it stay in there for more than an hour. So if you didn't want the little bite of that jalapeno, you might have left it in there for maybe 30 minutes. But for me, I like this very much. Interesting with those blueberries, that simple syrup that I put in there, and we put in, how much was that? 1.5 ounces. That's quite a bit of simple syrup overall. And I would do that definitely. I like a little bit of sweetness in there, but this blueberry simple syrup was not too sweet at all. So this is nice. I'm telling you, I would just keep drinking this. This definitely, those 3 cuts of the jalapeno, we took the seed out, but that I can get the zing on it, but it's not too hot, but it's definitely hot. So if it was too hot for you, you would maybe use 2 slices of jalapeno, take the seeds out, and then not let it sit in there as long. But I love this. I love the look of it. Let me show you over here on the side, because it's definitely a blueberry margarita, isn't it? All blue in there, and I just really like this. So I'm going to say, you know, we use a scale of 5 margarita glasses. for the very best margarita we've ever had. 4 for a really good margarita we definitely want to have again. 3 margarita glasses means it's a good margarita. We would order it again and usually have it like when you're having dinner or something like that. 2 margarita glasses, a rating of 2 margarita glasses means no, not good, and we wouldn't have it again. And 1 margarita glass we don't even want to talk about. I'm going to tell you let me taste it one more time. I would give this, this is the mint, blueberry mint one. I would give it a 3 to 3.5. I really like it. It's very refreshing. I would definitely have it again. This one, the blueberry jalapeno one, I would definitely have this again. I would give it a 4. This is a sipping margarita for me. I would have it with food as well, but I would enjoy just having this like this. I like that blueberry simple syrup in it. In fact, I might even put some of that blueberry simple syrup in this one with the mint instead of the agave because I like that extra blueberry flavor that we got with that. Boy, this was fun. Thank you so much for being the reason that I try all these margaritas. I like these a lot. I really do. I guess you can tell. So let me know what any other margaritas you'd like us to try together. Anywhere we can go to try or find the best margarita in the world. We're going to keep making margaritas with you and looking forward to seeing you next time. Salud. The hunt continues.